some point teams start clumping and moving as 5, and we see in the previous map already that happens so early. All these dodged smokes in like the 25 to 30 minute window were because both Saiyan and Aster.Aries are basically holding hands already, which is hard to snowball on and get enough items on in a situation like that.
Yeah, you certainly just
I'm
don't
worried
get the
for
same
Aster.Aries.
ease.
I want to root for Saiyan here. I do.
Oof. My heart has been broken too many times. I don't think I'm ready yet, Kips. It's too soon.
Okay.
It's too soon.
I'm fresh.
Exactly. You're seeing them at their best, you know. I'm seeing them after the messy divorce. We're co-sharing kids. You know, they've missed like some child support payments. And you're telling me, oh, this person's so great. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see. This is a kind of game where if they are going to be able to make any kind of comeback, and if they're going to be able to demonstrate that, you know, the divorce was a mistake, this is the kind of game that they can show that off. Intriguing draft that requires you to execute well throughout the game to make it work. That's how you earn back trust and support from the rest of the world, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. Like, you can't just say it, you gotta do it, right? Last game was like an indication that maybe they have turnover in New Leaf, you know?
It's all changed. They're different now. They promise.
I mean, listen, Snar, you don't have to forgive them. They still hurt you, you know?
I just has to be able to move on. Look at the new side of things. Right now, nice fight around this bounty rune that will lead into this Nyx getting the bounty rune, but dying for the cause, and TK able to emerge with this first blood. All right, that's a pretty decent start. Also, this is a pretty strong lane, this Pudge Tiny. So having a rolling start like this, where you're able to get a couple of kills at the very beginning and turn that into more additional lane pressure, this can really help you out in the long run to just make this lane intolerable for this Winter Wyvern down the line.
Oh yeah, and you have so much force displacement between these two, right? You have so many tools to get people out of position, toss them back, pull them back. That's a yikes though. Like, the percentage-based damage from both of these, you have to keep on, like, I think you get level 2 here and just try to go for a kill, because if you don't keep killing in this lane, you're going to get out-traded so hard.
Yep, this is certainly a lane where pressure is going to be the name of the game. Hook from Shang-Chi, but it's only level 1, so no possibility of locking down LWW. Let's take a look at this mid lane here. Pango versus Ember Spirit, a lane that is quite common these days, especially in China. For the most part, it is Pango favored. In this game, I don't think we had any differences to that, right? Even looking at the support duo, Team Saiyan can't necessarily expect Zone to get the help that he would need to win this lane in the same way that Aster.Aries can expect to send the Tiny middle to assist Yi.
Mostly 50-50. Like, this Enigma is going to pull his lane back so the Nyx can rotate. Top lane, Winter Wyvern can't really save the Doom anyway. Like, I think the supports are ready to rotate there, but the Aster.Aries supports for sure are better at doing it.
Well, you just mentioned this Enigma and him pulling back this wave. Let's take a look at how he's doing. So far, so good for Aster.Aries being able to deal with the Enigmas. Several denies coming in from Ulu. He's making sure to utilize his treants to make sure that, well, if you're going to try and lane dominate me, my friend, I've got the answer against you as well. So I'm expecting this to just be the name of the game down bottom, right? Just farm, trade between these two heroes. Unless something drastic happens, I don't think we'll be seeing any early kills here on this bottom lane.
No, that would be very surprising with the combo breaker of the Nyx in the mix.
Top lane, LWW might die though. Rots trying to tick him down, will be able to find him, and MS unfortunately does not have a point into the Scorched Earth, so can't really find any counterplay into the Pudge there with the Doom. Alright, we needed them to be getting kills here for the side of Aster.Aries, and they have managed to get one now onto LWW, and they need to keep doing that forever, right? He must never feel safe just being in this lane. He must show up, get hooked, and die every single time.
Basically, if the trade war starts again, like between the Infernal Blade and the Arctic Burn, this Pudge can simply not stand in the lane. He's queued up 2 rings of health so far. Casual 1 and a 1 for the Hood. I'm pretty sure it's only going to be 1, but that is the amount of regen that he's going to need to actually stay, though.
Speaking of this Pudge, I've actually been seeing this build a lot lately of Hood into the Vanguard or Vanguard Hood, one combination or the other. There's no kill happening here. What do you think of it? Sometimes it feels super greedy in a lot of these games where I see it, but if they get it very fast, like pre-12, 13 minutes, then suddenly it seems like kind of game-breaking. Do you think it is too greedy, or does this depend on the type of game that you're playing?
Depends on the type of game that you're playing, but no, I don't think it's too greedy because you are initiate as long as you hit the hooks, you're totally allowed to do that. As long as you hit the hooks on punch, you're allowed to do whatever you want. The issue comes when you think you're cool and you think you're gonna hit the hooks and you go that build and then you're useless because you're missing all of them and you didn't build a blink dagger because you were too cool.
You hear that, everybody? Don't be too cool for school. Just make sure that you land your hooks. Land your hooks and you can get away with anything. Then suddenly life is fine.
This used to be basically mid-one's catchphrase back in Fnatic. Like, yeah, and we would always used to do it to DJ because, you know, the DJ is cool. He's like, you think you're cool? You think you're cool, huh? After we just won and he pulled off some impressive plays. And DJ is like, the DJ is a very shy, modest guy, so of course he would never answer. He would just like smile and sort of like back off and was like, you think you're cool?
So some DJ Earth Spirit rolls in, gets like a 3-hero kick, 4-hero silence, and it's like, meh, I've seen better, DJ. Level up, bro.
Yeah. He is Dota Jesus. He is the savior of SCA Dota. Surely this is just part of, you know, another day at the job, right?
It's like, why didn't you get that 5th person? Only 4 heroes core? What's wrong with you, DJ? What's your problem, bro?
You think you're cool?
Think you're cool? Ulu's build is going to be cool though, because he's doing what I love to see these days on Prophets. I've seen like a lot of Prophets experimenting with where the build should go. We used to see a lot of Witchblade first item on this hero. But in this game, I think that as time has gone on, it's become clear that Maelstrom is really, really good, especially when he's going to be dealing with the fact that he has to throw in some wave clear against this Enigma. And he's not going to get interrupted in getting to that point either. He's going to be able to farm this for free, basically.
Absolutely not. Enigma gets his farm capabilities out of pulling that lane back usually, and in general getting more out of the lane than you, but Nature's Prophet is the money man. And you know, sometimes you TP to top.
Yeah. He saw his Pudge getting brought down. He wants to try and find some vengeance here as L-Dub kind of skirt his way into the trees. We'll get off a Cold Embrace to stay alive for a little while longer, but he knows that this is just buying space and time. TK being very, very disciplined. Could have thrown in the avalanche and stolen the kill, but he doesn't do it. Good job, TK. Good job, fam. That's how you're supposed to play support. Leave the kills for your safe laner, who immediately ports back bottom and can keep farming after helping to get the kill on the top lane.
Put the Doom in a position where he's going to hit level 6 decently earlier than his lane opponents, but with how pushed the wave is, I don't actually think that this is a kill opportunity on the Pudge. He's just gonna walk it off.
Too close to the tower, so support can come in, and he's got that bonus armor, so rather not. But we are starting to see what you were mentioning earlier, the power of these percent-based slows and damage coming in. Whenever he's abandoned by TK, it's a very dangerous position. And bottom lane, speaking of being abandoned, Ulu was abandoned by his Phoenix, and he gets caught out as Son Goku combos up with this Nyx Assassin to find a kill onto the Nature's Prophet. Huge, huge deal. Top lane as well, 2 heroes so low. Here comes Yi with the Rolling Thunder. The level 6 has just been attained by this Doom, and he utilizes it. But unfortunately, it comes out a little bit too late. As I don't even think Pudge, like, he just denied, right? Yeah, surely. He's just gonna get denied. Great rotation from this Rolling Thunder. Yeah, you do end up losing the Nature's Prophet down bottom, but having a successful rotation from mid and getting 2 kills out of it, you feel so good about yourself right now in Aster.Aries.
Hell yeah. And I'm noticing that I'm behind because I was gonna bring up the fact that both mids have 6, and that if a fight broke out in either of the side lanes, we would see them rotate in. But I was too late because they were already in the process of doing that. China is just faster than other regions, man.
Isn't that weird how that's the case now? That China's the fast region where people are trying to do stuff very quickly on the map. Hashtag.
And SCA is slower.
Right? SCA and Eastern Europe are the regions where nothing happens for like 20 minutes in the game. So bizarre. How things have changed over the years.
It's a brave new world every couple of years.
I'm hoping that we get a brave new map after TI.
Torches.
We need some major changes to Dota.
I'm praying. I am praying.
Watch, they're gonna make Skyrath Major right clicker. That's what's gonna happen. Mid lane.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. What, you want Techie's right click? Do you remember when Techie's had that random damage talent for no reason?
Right.
Toppy lane to get this big throw out onto the Pudge into MS. He just got level 6 on the Pudge, so he had to just remember to lock him down. Ulu making his presence felt in this fight as well. And they should be able to get the kill onto the Doom, but it's gonna cost the Pudge his life, maybe even TK's as well, as this Tiny, much lower than he wants to be, he will end up dying as well, as Zone came in to kill him. TP out from Ulu at the very last moment. Had Zone arrived slightly sooner, they might have been able to catch the Nature's Prophet as well. Would have been a pretty heavy punish. But they kill MS again. Is that a worthwhile trade though, giving up 2 heroes in exchange for the Doombringer safe lane?
Yes, because there is now an earn charge on this Doom. So the next time the Pudge comes in, they're gonna go for him again. And he is going to die again if it is up to the... Well, I'm saying that as if the Doom would come top, but he's bottom. Never mind. So instead, the supports are going to get some EXP here. I still think it's mostly worth it because of that earn charge. Like, he is even opting to go in for the full Spirit Vessel here, really leaning into that matchup and making sure that he can actually contribute here on MS, which is a fast way to play a Doom, I must say.
I am shocked and amazed that I am seeing a safe lane Doom not rush Hand of Midas in China. Well, he's going to be able to throw out the Doom onto Red Panda. He skirted his way through the trees. Just a quick kill. Another urn charge. And he did it without having to pop the urn itself. So when he gets every charge that he gets, you just feel a lot better when you don't have to utilize them in the fight itself. Enigma now just pushes out the wave. They could make the option to try and defend top, but they see that Ulu is there and they're like, whatever, let's just trade bros. It's fine.
Might get 6 off of this. This is good. That's good enough. Like, you'd love to already have 6. If you already have 6 here, you can actually def this tower, but he doesn't. Might get it.
Let's see. Avalanche toss. He's too far away from the creeps. The tower dies. If he was a little bit closer and then this creep dies here, this melee creep, he maybe gets into a position where he just ticks over, but unfortunately, too far away, ends up just dying. Freebie here for the side of Aster.Aries, but it doesn't really matter. It's all about the towers anyway.
Yep, you got the trade, and now you have an Enigma on a free bot lane, which is fantastic if you're Saiyan. Of course, the matchup on the map between the Prophet and the Enigma goes on as well, right? Because the Prophet also loves having this open area here, and now they're coming into Dire mid tower from the side. That's a dead Wyvern.
Dead Wyvern. Pudge going to be able to collect some flesh heap stacks, baby. Okay, the tankiness is starting. Mid lane though, we're not done with this fight just yet as he goes in with the Rolling Thunder, connects onto the next assassin, opens him up with the damage, the stuns, keeps him in position on the staircase, and that's going to be enough to get the kill. Both supports have fallen, and Shang-Chi, does he want to throw in the hook onto Zone? Has this member in 5 seconds, but Avalanche is at the ready. Unfortunately for him though, Zone just backs off. So that is a good fight for them. But the issue is, we saw last game that Aster.Aries would often find these good fights but fail to take real estate. And this time around, they're trying to fix that issue. Look how quickly they're trying to force this push. But Team Saiyan also realized this, so they're immediately coming in to defend this. And Son Goku has the black hole. It's a dangerous place to be right now. There they go. Hit with the Vendetta. They're not going to be able to come in with the black hole just yet. They're far enough away with OTE as well as this Phoenix not to be brought down just yet. And the Supernova will buy the coverage space. TK though, not as lucky as he went off over to the right hand side, and that's far away from the egg, so Team Saiyan can just keep chasing him down, getting the kill onto the Tiny, but more importantly defending the tier 1 tower in this mid lane.
Yeah, once again, that lack of area control from Aster.Aries comes in. We're sure you have a Phoenix ult, but really Saiyan needs to be already fully committed to a fight in order for it to actually do anything for you.
Yeah.
Enigma would never fully commit anyway. The Ember Spirit is specifically picked to make sure he doesn't need to fully commit. It's the same as in the previous game. So most likely the most effective versus your versus supports and the Doom. Doom's not there. He's been having a great time on bot lane.
Doom just chilling, enjoying life, living it up. About to finish the Spirit Vessel. And now the question is, where does he go from here? Because you could go for the Midas, could go back for it. I would not be too surprised, but I would also like to see Blink BKB coming out of him. Maybe he feels he's getting enough net worth just normally that he doesn't need the Midas.
Yeah, that's like, if you start off with the Vessel and then you back off into the Midas, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, this feels like the speed towards getting liquid. I want it.
Coming forward. They get the Rolling Thunder out with Pango, but they realize that there are too many heroes here in response from the side of Team Saiyan. They're immediately able to get the counter kill onto the Phoenix. Who else will they be reaching forward for though? Nobody, because the rest of Aster.Aries has backed off. Shang-Chi is pushing middle with some treants from Ulu. They might be able to get this tier 1 and they'll be too late to respond.
Yeah,
There they go.
Yeah, that's map play, baby. Love
Nice.
it. Like, dragging all of those responses to bot because it's the carry that's threatened is beautiful, because now you get to mid tower without actually dedicating too much time of your nature's prophet. Like, that was mostly a pudge and some treants. And just snuck it.
Here comes a smoke gank. Nixon the Doom. They want to utilize this Doom, and they have a Spirit Vessel charge available from him. Who is in the top lane? It is our boy Ulu, just chillin'. Doesn't know that this gank is coming. And they don't have any sentries nearby. They do have one, but I'm not sure if it scouted the Nyx. Doesn't seem like it. Ulu doesn't know this is happening. There's the Scorched Earth. They're coming for you, my friend. Will he be able to get out of here? Come on, there's no way. Come on, come on. You know what's up, Ulu. Well, cool guys don't look at explosions, and they just walk away from him. Action movie style. They get a big kill onto the Nature's Prophet.
I mean, I was kind of worried that they wouldn't get him because they were like stutter stepping so much. I'm really scared that they would find him in the camp, I think, and blow their attempt early. But instead, it nearly gives Ulu the opportunity to get away.
Ulu.
And there's the PKB. Coming for the Doom. I like it, I respect it, I subscribe.
I mean, we saw last game just how strong it was when they hit this triple BKB timing, so I think they're trying to reach for it again because Zone's also going BKB, Son Goku going for the same. Speaking of Zone though, almost dead in this mid lane, and they will be able to bring him down. The question is, will they get away from this? Not the Pango, but maybe TK and Red Panda will be allowed to flee. So 1-1 trade of these mid laners here in the mid lane. Who does this favor though at the moment?
I'm not too sure. I don't think Saiyan can actually get a mid-tower push out of this, but that's... Son Goku is in here showing off the Wraith Pact, and that, once again, like, this is such an interesting style to me, because they are playing this with a lineup that can take it slower. They have counter initiation. Now they have the Wraith Pact versus these attempts at burst, like the uncontrolled AoE damage from, for example, the Pango, the Phoenix, all thumbs up stuff. But they're playing forward with it. Doom is going a fast build. They are snappy on actually taking these counterfights. So this is... I'm gonna say it again. I love what they've got going on here. And it's so hard for Aster.Aries to find a good fight into this without dropping heroes themselves. Like 3 people running at an Nyx Assassin? 4? Yeah, he is now, but...
That's a lot of hate, y'all. It's just the Nyx, it's fine. It's just one hero, don't worry about it.
But it's the only thing they can fight. It's a crustacean too. It doesn't... Like when you're hunting for dragons, it's a little disappointing, you know?
Lol. It's like, what happened, y'all? We were going for a much bigger fish to fry, and we just come away with this. Feels bad. I think they're gonna try again though, because they just picked up a Blink Dagger on TK. He's sending it now onto the courier. So they certainly have the opportunity to try and make it happen again and move up for a fight, but at the same time, there's also a Blink Dagger that has just emerged on this Enigma, so we could see Team Saiyan also try to play much more aggressively. I think they'll probably just wait for the BKBs though. So how far is MS? Still a decent way away, so is the Ember, but the fight's coming to him now, as there's the Blink Dagger reveal we wanted. They get it onto MS. Aster.Aries don't have enough lockdown though onto MS just yet. He almost died behind the tower, 100 HP, 70 HP, but he's still alive. TK tossing a creep onto him. We'll finally be able to get the kill. No way. Come on, TK, you're not allowed to escape. Okay, good job. Would have been cheating if he actually got out of that one alive, but he doesn't. Nonetheless, though, he's happy to give up his life for the cause, bringing down the Doom yet again in this game.
Yeah, that's worthwhile. The Doom could have actually put up... Oh no, there was still Phoenix damage taken on him, yeah. No, so I was thinking that maybe he could have actually used the Spirit Vessel earlier to maybe live, but no, not with the Phoenix damage. They find Ulu.
I think they killed
he dies
Ulu.
fast.
Yeah, so much damage. Zone right now is just hitting super hard. This Maelstrom, the full salvo of spells coming out. And I think they got the Vendetta hit as well, so it was some bonus damage going in there. Oof, alright. That is going to be quite a lot of hurt being put onto Ulu. And he is going for the BKB now, but Prophet not necessarily known for being the tankiest hero at this early stage of the game. So they can still find him and kill him whenever he is isolated, like in those positions right there.
Yeah, in general, Prophet remains pretty burstable for a long time just because his itemization mostly includes damage and not a lot of either stats or defensive itemization. But of course, he has the best stat growth in the game, so with the levels that he is undoubtedly going to get while he's split pushing those side lanes, he will become naturally tanky eventually.
He's out here doing his thing, but this game, a slowed down game, does not bode well for Aster.Aries, and they are being slightly outpaced as well in the net worth department. We'll see if they're going to do anything interesting with upcoming items, because they're about to get BKB on Ulu, as well as getting this diffusal into Lincoln Sphere for Yi. The Lincoln Sphere one is a little bit... I mean, I understand it into the Doom and the Winter Wyvern, but I think they could maybe use a Blink Dagger. I'm a bit worried about their reach right now on the side of Aster.Aries, because we've seen him multiple times in this game get out the Rolling Thunder, but by the time he gets to the fight, he's not really able to utilize it as like with the full duration, or if he's just like in an awkward position. So would like a little bit more movement manipulation on him before we see the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, I mean, either him or the Pudge, but right now it's neither, and that gives, Saiyan so much head up for when a fight's gonna break out, because it's just TK right now. TK or rolling, like, this is what you do to the rolling man, by the way.
You can hit him with that Winter's Curse. No, Red Panda, that was not the egg, my friend. He gets out the Supernova in a very awkward position. He realized, I think, halfway through dive that, oh crap, I'm gonna hit the Nyx, so I have to press R, I just die, but just dies regardless. Yeah, sure, you get the Pangolier out of trouble, but you might still end up losing a tier 1 tower now, because they don't have Pango Roll, they don't have Supernova, they don't have Wrath of Nature, so they can't fight to defend the tier 1 in this mid lane.
Get down the creep wave, which makes it a little scarier for Saiyan. The creep wave is big protection versus, for example, the hook shot, right? And the toss back, so... Or the hook shot, the regular hook. Man. So they will back off of here for now, because they could not safely fight into there, but... Man. Red Panda is just not having a series, is he?
Nope. This is feeling more like Elephant Red Panda than Aster.Aries Red Panda. It's been a rough day at the office.
I didn't want to say it. So I'm glad you did.
Oh, game is hard. Well,
Aries goes down.
Here's the plan. Last time around, though, in the game number 1, the Roshan Pit ended up being a death knell for Aster.Aries, but great hook finding MS there, but he will get interrupted before he can get out the full dismember. There's a black hole onto 2. Yi caught into this one as well. They will follow this one up with some damage. Unfortunately, nobody dies just yet. Rolling Thunder is still going. They will finally be able to bring down Son Goku, but it will cost the life of Shang-Chi as well. This Brew, there's a Pango, gets swashbuckled in a moment. Will he be able to get away to safety? Yes, he can. MS cannot catch up to him. But somehow, they also managed to go up onto the high ground and find and kill Ulu far away from the fight. It is a 2 for 2, but the 2 that they get on the side of Aster.Aries, much more important than the 2 of Enigma and Nyx for Team Saiyan.
And I think as well that Ulu did not quite have this BKB yet before the fight broke out. Otherwise, I see no way how he could have not gotten BKB off it if it was just an Ember Spirit on top of him. Another loss. And this one is extra painful, right? Because you have a Pangolier as your only team fight, but you got him around a Roche Pit, which is the best place for a Pango to fight, like, undoubtedly. A Pango Phoenix at the Roche Pit, and you didn't win the fight. Aster.Aries, what's happening?
I mean, in that fight, we actually saw the ramifications of committing the Supernova earlier. Red Panda did not have it, so it couldn't really utilize it to threaten the area around Black Hole. Just has to be like, well, good luck, team. Do your best, I guess. I hope you all survive this, but I can't actually help you out. They're still gonna try to go for this Roche, though. We see Nyx chasing down the Pango, gonna just try and draw them away from the pit. Zone just steps out of range of that hook. They're really desperate here from the side of Aster.Aries. They can sense the direction that this game is going, but they also want to fight, knowing that the Black Hole and the Doom are both down. This might be a chance for them. There is still Curse, and there's still Midnight Pulse. There's a lot of percent-based damage. There's gonna come the Curse from L-Dub-Dub. but not going to be in the best position just yet. It'll lead into a fight. MS will try and chase in with the BKB, but Ulu now has his own BKB right-clicking onto the Doom as the Dismember holds him in position. They've brought down the carry Doom. Pango swashbuckled up onto the high ground, but doesn't find Son Goku. Nonetheless, though, they now have the numerical advantage. They're going to try and force this into the Roshan pit, but Zone knows exactly how important defending this is. They're going to throw in these Sleight of Fists. They're going to throw in these Eidolons. And even though Aster.Aries technically won the fight by getting the big Doom kill, they can't actually convert this into a Roshan advantage here, Gibbs.
That is insane. And that was with the Lincolns blocking the Winter's Curse.
Yeah.
That would have
been a game winner if it actually hit properly. Yeah.
Absolutely, but Lincoln, I think he showed it off in the previous fight, so it was not a reveal.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, so LW just didn't count on it, or like it was lost, because you don't have a lot of time to make the decisions here. So he forgot it was there. But
might
they
have also
still
gotten
don't
unlucky,
get to
right?
take the road. Yeah, Black Hole back up.
Okay. Black Hole's up, Blink Dagger on Zone.
I love this guy.
The Smoky plays up on everybody now. They're trying to find an angle in on Aster.Aries. They do not have Supernova for another 30 seconds. They do not have access to Wrath of Nature for another 80. So the advantage is for Saiyan, and now they smoke on smoke. Who's going to be the first one to make the jump? There's a Blink Dagger on this Mixed Assassin if he wants to be able to find somebody, as well as on this young L-Dub Winter Wyvern. Rolling Thunder ruined again by Yi, not able to find the positioning. That's kind of why I wanted a Blink Dagger on him. Just had such a hard time actually getting the spell forward. He doesn't have an option, right? He can't just walk up normally because there's Winter Wyvern, there's the Nyx Assassin, there's the Doom. Yes, you might have this Lincoln Sphere, but there's still a lot of ways for them to pop it and then just pop your life as well.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, alright, if you do that, if you don't buy the Blink here, then I guess the Punch needs to get one. But with neither? Oh no, that's what you were owing about.
Yeah. But look what his team is doing as well. They are trying to immediately get into the pit. Unfortunately, Ulu is all of their right-click damage, so this is going to take way too long. They know, they're here. Winter's Curse will connect out onto this Pudge. They have managed to bring down LWW though, because TK did blink past them. Zone though snatches the Aegis. The BKB beautifully utilized in that instance. Red Panda also forced into using Supernova, and now we can't really defend the Pudge. They're going to jump on top of him with the Midnight Pulse and damage from Zone. They do manage to find a kill. Red Panda, can he TP out in time? Woo! 1 second away from the hit coming in from MS. He also had the Centaur Conqueror Stomp. Will not be able to prevent the TP out. But that is so big. Zone coming up clutch in that situation. They help to kill Ulu bottom. They get the Aegis away from them. So Aster.Aries literally get nothing on the map out of the last 2 minutes of play.
It's incredible. That's one of the biggest win-win plays I've seen a team have in a while. You kill their carry. They're like, all right, fine, we get the sneak rush from under you now, but they used only 2 players to make that rotation, knowing that Ulu was going to 100% guaranteed be alone, and they bring one of them back in time anyway, while the Ember Spirit is soloing.
Yep.
Just, that was some clutch stuff from Saiyan. I think they're doing it, Snare. I'm gonna just go out and curse them. Like,
all right. You know what we need, actually?
I think they're doing it.
I think what they need is, they need you casting all of their games, because I think they're just showing up just for you. They're like, you know what, we want to be able to impress Kips. Exactly. Get some fresh eyes on us. We don't want to hear talk their trash. It is working. Right now, this game looks super good. Son Goku just got a BKB as well, so now they've got the triple BKB combo. Not much coming in from Aster.Aries to try and deal with this. And the types of damage they've built up. I mean, Yi only hurts with this Diffusal Blade. Not going to be concerned about that with BKB. TK doesn't have any damage, nor does the Pudge. I mean, Pudge did get the Aghanim Scepter, but there's so much percent-based damage that you're not as worried about him as you normally would be until he gets his own BKB. So Team Saiyan feel like they're in a very strong position to just start fighting on the map right now, and there's not much Aster.Aries can do to stop them.
This is a power spike and a half, and sure, Aster.Aries are going to bring in that Pudge BKB very soon, but we haven't really seen this Pudge have that much of an impact the rest of the time anyway either. Like, he's kiteable, he's still a Pudge, without a Blink Dagger, I might add. Like, it's queued up somewhere in the depths of his quick buy, right? But We're not nearly there yet. And in the meanwhile, yeah, Saiyan has stocked up on BKB's Blink Daggers. They've got plays to make and damage to deal.
Yep. Much that they can make happen for themselves here on this side of the map. Jump in though, TK will be able to find Doom yet again. MS might be in a bit of danger here, but he does get off his BKB and throws the Doom out onto the couch. Meantime, Ulu TPs into the fight, wants to try and bring down the next assassin, but he gets black hole for his efforts. Him and TK are both caught inside of this one. Zone right on top of his face. The Supernova will pop outside of the fight, and that'll help them kill MS. But MS has successfully broken up this pod into multiple issues. And now how will they be able to deal with all of this on Aster.Aries? A Zone trying to crush them right now with this Aegis still in tow. He is out of mana, sadly. And because the heroes that both have reach in the Nyx Assassin and the Wyvern have died, we'll decide that, you know what, this fight is chaotic enough. Let's just let it go. We killed Ulu. That's what really matters at the end of the day. A 3-for-3 engagement. We kill him. We keep the Aegis. Still a lot closer than I thought the same Team Saiyan would be hoping for at this point in time.
Yeah, Saiyan definitely wanted more out of that, but at the same time, with the way that fight started, with their carry immediately getting brought to half health, I think they got off pretty well. And that's one of the things that I love about how MS has been playing this as well. Like, several times we've seen him, because he's got 5 deaths, and that's just because he notices when he's dead and he just commits in. He's not looking for his team to save him. He's not like disengaging, trying to save his own hide. He stays in there, gets as much out of it as possible, gets a punch kill there again. And oh, Ulu, my friend.
Alright, boss, sorry. Ulu's gone. BKB still on cooldown.
Damage.
My god, Nyx is hurting. And also, we are really starting to see, Kips, day in, day out, the impact that this BKB nerf has had on these core heroes. That kind of play, literally a few months ago, you could do that and be 100% safe to get out, but now, literally with a few seconds remaining on the BKB is when he loses his life. Just a sad situation.
The rotation in. Beautiful.
You love to see it.
You do love to see it. And man, Nyx Assassin as well, like, it's such a weird matchup versus an Aegis Prophet because on one hand, he's not safe while he's split pushing. On the other hand, Nyx Assassin actually hates it when all his waves are in because then it's very obvious that he's missing. So there's a push and pull between these two heroes. And since this has been, once again, a slower game from Aster.Aries, it's turning up in favor of the Nyx.
Blink 4 staff going into an Aeon Disc for our Nyx Assassin, L-Dub. This game, not going to be reaching in for the early Shadow Blade, but we'll be going for the Aether Lens instead. It's been doing quite a bit of work this game with this Winter Wyvern, and I imagine that he's going to be able to continue doing so. Bottom lane, looks like MS wants to just build Refresher. He's like, my contribution to this fight is the Doom, so if I can get a double Doom, then even better, and it's great. And also, he's just made Pudge really a non-factor in a lot of these fights. We were mentioning we haven't seen the impact of this hero, but oh, Ulu, is he dead again? There he is. So his mates, even with BKB this time, it doesn't matter because Zone is also itemizing to deal with this BKB Nature's Prophet, going in for this Daedalus yet again like in game number 1. So he'll have the right-click damage to not worry about what this Nature's Prophet is actually doing in these fights. And they're not done just yet because they found TK deep in his own jungle. Your own jungle, my friend, is not a safe place to be as he's gonna lose his life. They just caught it!
What? They are so tilted.
What? Wow. Okay. They just called the game.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's something. That's something. Wow.